Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to take a look at the Gerber Paralite. Alright, quick little review and a heads up for you folks out there. Some of you may have seen this Gerber in your local Walmart or online or in any of the outdoor stores. And I wanted to give you a quick look at it. It's a smaller knife. Really basic. Really what I was looking for was something to replace my Kershaw Skyline. Don't get me wrong, it's not worn out, there's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted a second knife that was about the same size to carry and wouldn't cost me a fortune. This is a budget quality knife. You know, it's a budget-minded knife. All in all, I'm pleased with it. I will let you know some of the pros and cons. The first con is, yeah, it's made in China. You know, unfortunately, that's where a lot of our stuff gets produced. The second con was the fact that when it came, it wasn't very sharp. It's like somebody ground what looked like a knife edge on there. And I mean, it cut paper and it did okay, but it wasn't up to standard. It wasn't up to my standard of sharpness, at least. So I touched it up a little bit, and it's held its edge from there. I've carried this for about a month now, and that's the box it comes in. So, a little bit of information on it. It's got dual thumb studs here for fairly easy opening. It is very stiff when you get it. Put a little oil in there on the inside there on the other side and just work it back and forth and it will loosen up. It's a frame lock. It's got the modern kind of drop point blade, which is very similar to the Kershaw Skyline, which I really liked. 3-inch blade, overall length 7.1. The blade material, 5CR15 MOV stainless steel. Not a horrible stainless steel. The biggest thing you'll notice about this is the color. They call this rose. I tend to think it's more of a burnt bronze Cerakote. And something I noticed with these, I looked at some people who've had theirs for a lot longer, and they start to get that battle-worn look, and it looks cool. Anyway, that's about it, really. It's a frame lock, tip down, right carry, and as I said, it's made in China. All in all, I've been really pleased with it. Just show you how sharp I got it. I mean, it's pretty darn sharp now. Pretty darn sharp now. And it does shave hair. I can get it to shave hair off me. So, while not perfect, it's pretty darn good for the money. And it's also a knife that you can carry with you all the time and it won't break the budget. And if you lose it, you're only out about 20, I've seen them as cheap as 18, you know, around 20 bucks. So that's the Gerber Paralite. I had a Gerber Power frame, which was the all gray one kind of cut out back here with the aluminum body. This is a little heavy because it does have the metal body, the steel body. But I assume it's going to be a little more durable because of that. And let's face it, it's just a nice looking little pocket knife too. So that's about it. I'm going to carry it for a while. I'm going to give you a quick test with some wood, and then I'm going to give you a little reason why I always carry a pocket knife. When we come right back, I'm going to go get some wood, and we're going to make some curls and see how it does. Got a little piece of wood. Again, you're not going to be doing major bushcrafting tasks with this, but in a pinch, it's nice to have a knife with you. As you can tell, doing a more than adequate job of taking care of that wood. If you needed to make a tent stake and shave something down, you could easily do it. You know, it's definitely keeping the edge, and I've done this before with it, and it's keeping the edge shaving sharp, so I'm pretty pleased with the knife itself. Now my reason for carrying a pocket knife. If you're new to survival, okay, and I admit when I first bought a pocket knife, because I was brand new and I saw everybody into the gun and knife community carrying a pocket knife, I went cheap. I bought a cheap piece of junk from China. It lasted me about a year. I had no idea how to resharpen it. And when it got dull, I'd throw them out and buy another cheap piece of junk. My first decent quality knife was the Kershaw Skyline. And I bought that about 13 years right after I moved here. And it's seen its good share of use. You know, I've used it out in the field as well as just for everyday tasks, cutting boxes open, you name it. Especially when I was working at the ammo shop, I was always cutting open boxes. But having a knife with you at all times gives you a lot of options, from everything from cutting open those annoying blister packs whenever you buy something in a store, to being able to save your life in a survival situation. All in all, I find it to be a rather handy addition to your everyday carry, and it really doesn't take up much space. I mean, you clip it in your pocket and you forget about it. So that's the Gerber Paralite. It's got that nice little, what they call rose, what I call burnt bronze color to it, with the accents on the little nuts there. And so far I'm pretty pleased with it. I've carried it for about a month, and it hasn't given me any headaches after I sharpened up the edge, because the edge was horrible when I got it. I mean, it was a knife, but it was, you know, your average everyday end user probably would have been like, darn, this knife isn't that sharp, you know. So I put a nicer edge on it, and if you know how to do that and you're willing to do it, I mean, again, I just used my little work sharp, and I used the fine about 10 times on each side and a little bit of the ceramic on the strop, and it was good to go. So as you can see, it does perform, it does shave now, and it holds its edge really nicely. So if you're looking for a budget-minded knife, something you can stick in your purse or your pocketbook or your pocket itself, this is definitely going to fill that bill, and it's definitely priced right in the $20 range. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.